Now that you have a pretty good sense of how to insert and manipulate pivot tables and how to deal with the source data that feeds into them, it's time to start thinking about formatting. And by formatting, I mean customizing the look and feel and style and design of the pivot table itself. So you may have noticed up to this point that the numbers have been pretty tough to read, and that's because by default, Excel will just apply a general number format, which really has no formatting applied to the numbers at all. This makes it very tough to read large numbers like this, which don't have any comma separators for thousands. There are no dollar signs to indicate that we're looking at monetary data. So the first tip that I'm going to show you in this formatting section is how to adjust number formats. It's really easy to do. A couple ways to do it. What I'd recommend doing is selecting the column that you're interested in reformatting, right-clicking the column header, and choosing this third option here for number format. This will launch the Format Cells pane, which should look familiar for pretty much anyone who's spent much time working in Excel. This is where you can customize exactly how you want your numbers to look. A really great tool when it comes to formatting dates or times or percentages. In this case, we're looking at revenue and budget, both of which are currency fields. So I'm going to choose currency. It's defaulted to add this dollar sign here, which is great. And since we're rounding out to whole numbers, I don't need any decimal points. So I'm going to drop that down to 0 and press OK. So there you go. I can apply the same process to the budget field. One thing to note, you can select the column header or you can select any individual field from within that column, and it basically accomplishes the same thing. So currency, no decimal places, OK. You can see that even though I had only selected this one cell, the entire field is formatted consistently. What's nice about this is that right now we're looking at the data by genre. So we have a pivot that's 7 or 8 rows tall. If we pull genre out and drag title in, as you can see, the formatting persists no matter how our pivot table grows or shrinks or changes.